All right, the first step here is, see if I can get this in the light. You got two takedown pins. There's one here and then one right there. And you're going to push those left to right to take the upper receiver off of the lower receiver. So you're just going to push those out. There goes the rear one. Now I just Cerakoted my rifle, so my upper takedown pin's a little bit tight, so I'm going to use a cleaning rod to knock it out. And that is it for disassembling the upper receiver. This rifle's pretty dirty. It's not too bad, but took it to the range the other day and did a little bit of shooting with it. So, and then on the buttstock, all you're going to do is right here, you got your buffer right there. It has a buffer spring behind it. And then there's a pin right there. You can push it down with your thumb. Try not to do that. But there you go. All right. So you got your buffer spring out. That's all that you do for your lower receivers. Pull your buffer spring out, your buffer, set those aside, bolt carrier group. All right, now I'm trying to get this to where you can see it. The lighting in here is terrible. But there's a cotter pin right there. Hey, knock it off in there, I'm filming. All right, so you're gonna pull this pin out right there, set it to the side. When you pull that out, your firing pin will drop loose. Then you have this piece here, right there, and you're going to spin it so that you'll spin it 90 degrees so that it will pull out around your gas key there. Pull that out, and then the actual bolt will come out. Alright, so you got those parts, and then the last thing, you can actually take your firing pin to help you out with this, and you're going to remove the extractor. That's this piece right here, and there's a pin right there. You can use your firing pin, push that pin, push down on the extractor just a little bit, and pull that pin right out. So, and that removes the extractor. Obviously you don't want to lose this tiny pin, so I like to take a piece of Tupperware, put all that stuff in it, and then I can later on go spray it down inside of that, clean it, and like, as you see, I got a towel down, I got the Tupperware thing, I got the break-free powder blast. I can spray this stuff down, help clean it up a lot easier. And I don't have to worry about getting any of this on the table. I don't know how it works at your house, but I know how shit goes down at the Stratton house, and I don't want to get a bunch of stuff on the table. So there's the disassembly. Alright, so I'll spray down all those parts there from the bolt carrier group. Then I like to take my barrel, put it in the Tupperware thing, and then I'll spray inside the chamber. To knock any type of carbon or anything like that loose. And then I'll just run down the barrel into the Tupperware thing and help loosen that stuff up so that I can knock it out here in just a minute. Alright, now talk about a couple things you're going to want to have to make life a lot easier. Like I said, get some sort of spray, powder blast, something like that to help loosen up the carbon, knock stuff off. You got your bore snag here. It's got a weight at one end. You simply drop it through the barrel and pull it through. And They're probably a couple bucks. You can probably get them at Walmart, online, wherever. Amazon, I'm sure they got everything. And then the first thing though that you're going to want to run through your barrel is your it's a bore snake with the actual brush on it. It's very hard to see. So, but you'll run that through it first, and that will get all the carbon, anything in there loose, and then get the actual bore snake here will remove it from the barrel. So, some sort of brush, brass, steel, something like that to scrape the carbon off of your different parts and everything. And then Q-tips, they're huge for cleaning down inside the chamber. And then you got the actual chamber brush for your rifle. You can take this, put it on a cleaning rod, and then hook it up to a handheld drill, put it down in the chamber, and spin it, and knock off a bunch of stuff that's inside your chamber that's stuck in there. So that helps out a lot. So I'm not going to take y'all through the whole painstaking process of me cleaning my rifle. I'm sure y'all don't want to see that. You don't really care. I'll splice in some key points or anything like that. Alright, so I took my bolt carrier group apart. Y'all seen that part. And then I sprayed everything down real good and wiped it down. Took a brush to some things. I'm going to show you a little trick. You can take a cleaning rod here with an old bore brush, and a lot of times here on the actual bolt you'll get some real bad carbon built up right here on the shoulder part here, and you can take that bore brush on a cleaning rod and just run it around like that right there to knock the carbon off. You can also use, they actually sell them for weapons now, the actual dental tools to pick that stuff off, because a lot of times it'll get baked on. So, but mine are in the garage. I didn't want to go to the garage, so I just knocked it off with that. Alright, so we're going to go over reassembly. Alright, so you got your extractor and your extractor pin. Take the extractor, put it in there, just like that. And again, I apologize for the lighting. And then just, there you go, push it around until the pin goes in and seats, and it's all done. All right. Then something that's really nice, these Hoppies lubricating wipes. I don't like a lot of oil on my gun because it attracts dust, attracts dirt, and it causes more problems for jamming. I like to have a lightly oiled weapon, whether it's a rifle, pistol, whatever. So I'll wipe the parts down with these here, put a light coat of oil on them, and I believe I got those at Walmart. So, but wipe that down. Like I said, it puts a nice light coat in. Take your bolt, push it into the bolt carrier there, and I'll take that back out so I can show you. Obviously, this thing has the hole there, which you can see right there, goes all the way through it, and when you put it into your carrier there, or key, whatever you want to call it, this piece here that drops in and holds it into place will only go in one side. The other side it won't go into, so you might have to actually rotate the bolt. So push that in and then rotate it 90 degrees again, pull it to, and now you can drop your firing pin back in there like so. And then you have your cotter pin here, push it back through the larger hole on what would be the left side and push it into place, and that's it. Your bolt carrier group is now back together. So y'all see me spray the inside of my barrel. So now I'm going to drop the bore brush in. I'll do that a few times. So, but yeah, you just take in with the weighted end into the chamber until it comes through the barrel, and then you'll pull it and you'll pull it through. And sprayed that break free, break free in there, and then running this brush down it, it'll break up a lot of the stuff and loosen it up. I'm going to do this several times. You ain't got to watch it all. Alright, so I've ran the bore brush down it several times. Now I'm going to run the snake down, and it'll clean up everything that the bore brush knocked loose. And this keeps you from having to put a patch on a bunch of cleaning rods and pushing that through 1,000 times. Alright, then I like to hold it up to the light, look down at it, make sure there's no debris left over inside of there or anything like that. So that's your bulk carrier group. You're cleaning the barrel. So, and then best thing you can do to clean inside the chamber, just spray in there real good, get you some Q-tips, wipe all that stuff out. I'm not going to make you watch me do that. Alright. On your AR-15, M4, M16, whatever you want to call it, they're gas-driven rifles. So the round's fired here in the chamber. The projectile travels up the barrel. The barrel has a tiny hole in it. Mine's about right here in the very top. Right here at the gas block. You can't see it. The gases travel up that gas block, and there's a gas tube right here that travels back down to the upper receiver. Now, I'll shine some light on this for you. Right there is the gas tube. That's above the chamber there. Now, your bolt carrier group has this part here on it. Right there. That's where that gas tube goes into. Now, when those excess gases come back, they go here, and that's what pushes the bolt carrier group back into the buffer and buttstock, and then it's driven back forward by your spring and your buffer, and chambers another round. The reason I'm telling you this is a lot of times that gas tube that I just showed you will get clogged up with carbon, etc. And if your rifle's been running fine, no problem. It's not a brand new rifle. You haven't just built it. You know it's not buffer weight or anything like that. And your rifle starts short cycling, meaning the bolt carrier group's not going all the way back and rechambering another round. or it's not, you get failure extract, failure feed, etc. A lot of times that gas tube can be clogged up, and you can take and spray this stuff here in it, WD-40, carburetor cleaner, whatever you got, and it'll clean that out. Clean out the carbon, clean out that gas tube, and it'll start running a lot better. It actually happened to my M4 while I was deployed to Iraq in '05. So, but that's just a quick tip for you. So, all right, for the low receiver, all you got to do is wipe down your spring real good, which I've wiped this one down already, but anyhow, wipe down your spring real good, run it, like cram a rag up into your actual buffer tube there, and clean anything out of there, and that's it. Not much to it. Take your buffer, put it back on the buffer spring, push it back down into the tube, push it down until that pin there, right there, you can barely see it, is holding it back in place. So that's all for that. Wipe this down again real quick. Like I said, light coat of oil, that's all it really needs. Otherwise it's going to attract dust, dirt, stuff like that that's just going to cause more issues. So, and then all you got to do there is take your charging handle, put it in there till it drops into place, push it forward till it drops into place, slide it forward just a little bit more, take your bolt carrier group, put it in there like so, and push it forward into place, and that's it. Make sure your takedown pins are all the way out. And snap them back into place. So, all right, and that's it. That's disassembling, cleaning, and reassembling of your AR-15. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Hit us up on Facebook, just Stratton Arms. You can message us. I try to get back to everybody within about 24 hours if possible. So yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. Follow us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and definitely check out our website. If you have any questions, get up with us. Thanks. Carry on.